for me to do Jacob's intro for him.
Hey guys, this is XepherGames. I'm Jake, and behind the camera is also Jake. Which is really confusing, and we're doing it mostly to confuse you, so, you're welcome. We're gonna try that. He's zooming in on my face. Stop it, bro! Alright, so today we're here to talk about some more Fire Emblem!
Fire Emblem, Fire Emblem.
It's so nice to have an assistant. And not by assistant I mean partner, because honestly it's the same thing. Anyway, so today, well, you're just going to make them all not motion sick. Alright, so we're going to talk about Fire Emblem. We're going to talk about our favorite characters and some of our favorite scenes, or that might be in a different video. We'll figure that out later. But anyway, so we're going to talk about our top 10 favorite characters. Each of us will make some commentary, tell you why we think that, in preparation for Awakening, which will be coming out in just a week or two. So,
which I still call Kakusei.
Yes, he still calls it. I've been over this. Yes. Enjoy the video, guys. Hey guys, so I'm sitting down now. No real reason. I just kind of felt like it. Anyway, so when we're doing these top 10 lists of characters, it's going to be our top 10 characters from the entire Fire Emblem saga. Know that we have not played almost any of the Japanese games, so please don't hate on us for not choosing those characters.
Yeah, that's right. The characters are mostly taken from the first Fire Emblem game released in America, Rekken no Ken.
Right.
Sacred Stones, Path of Radiance, Radiant Dawn, and I don't know if you have anything from like Shadow Dragon or something.
No, I have 0 characters from Shadow Dragon. None of the characters in Shadow Dragon really have any like development at all because of the lack of support conversations. So like, I mean, Sheeta and Marth kind of have something, but it's like, okay, it's like 3 whole conversations. Anyway, so we also each made up our own lists, and we're gonna go through them separately, each commenting on each other's.
And we haven't heard each other's lists
exactly.
yet.
We don't know what each other are gonna say, even though we have like an idea of what they like. We don't know what they're gonna put in order, so we're gonna be like going like, what? No way, man! Or not, probably not that, but.
Oh, by the way, one last thing. If my voice sounds familiar, it's because I play Metroid Prime 2 with him every Monday-ish, because
I suck at uploading. That's why. I suck at remembering. So, yes, this guy is Jamie, the guy I keep referencing in the videos, yes. Anyway, alright.
I'm crazy.
Yeah, he is. He also knows everything. Alright, here we go. Here we
Sorry
go.
about that, by the way.
No.
I didn't realize until I saw the video that I was being a little...
We don't need to resolve our social issues in this video. Let's keep going. Alright, my top 10 pick for Fire Emblem characters of all time.
Number 10.
I didn't choose yet. Crap!
What? Okay, you know what? Let's bring the video forward in time a little bit to when he's... Because I didn't know that he hadn't numbered his list yet. In which case, I would not have started filming.
Oops!
Okay, we'll be back after this short message from our...
sponsors.
Pretend sponsors.
Yes,
yeah.
The pretend sponsors. Squiddly Dinks. The proud makers of TVs with hoops around them since 1922.
Okay, so you're done now?
Yeah, I figured them out. Sorry
Okay,
about
good.
that, guys.
Okay, we're back now after some minor maintenance
Editing.
issues.
Yes.
So, here it is. Jacob XepherGames top 10 list of Fire Emblem characters. Take it away, Jacob.
Okay. One thing you'll notice about my list is that it has a lot of lords in it. I tend to like them. So it's natural that my first pick for number 10 is Ephraim from Sacred Stones. He's a freaking cool character in my mind. He doesn't have a ton of personality, although he is a really fierce, loyal to his sister and his country, and he's one of the only really good kings, if you ask me. A lot of the characters that they make out to be like rulers are kind of idiots, so I feel like he does a good job of it. He also has awesome battle animations. His critical hit.
It's very true.
His critical hit in his Lord class is just freaking awesome. And he's also just an amazing unit in general, so it wins my number 10 spot. Any comments, Jake?
Not really, just that, Ephraim is, he's a very good unit. In my opinion, he is one of the more powerful characters in Sacred Stones. So, oh, and also, until Path of Radiance, I believe he was the only, character in a Fire Emblem game to, use a lance without being on a mount of some kind.
I'm not sure that's true or not. I could be wrong. It's possible. Amelia also does this in the same game, but yeah,
you got to frame first, though.
It's true. Okay, so moving on to number 9. For number 9, I keep on looking down. This is my list. Can you read it? I doubt you can read it from this far. Spoilers! Hey, watch it. Okay, number 9, my number 9 pick is Ilyana from Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn. She is a very funny character, and that's basically why she's on my list.
She's freaking hysterical.
She has an eating disorder that causes her to gobble up everyone's food, basically.
You don't know that. She might actually be...
She faints if she doesn't eat every 5 hours.
It's possible that she's like a Leguza or branded or something. We actually don't know. They've never...
Seriously, I never even thought of that. But anyway, she has some kind of weird eating disorder or something, and she's so funny. Her support conversations are hilarious. Plus,
she eats Mia's shoe.
What? I didn't even know that.
And I believe she also steals food from Soren, possibly a lot of other characters in the...
But she's also one of the most usable and helpful units in Radiant Dawn because of the fact that she's in almost every single one of the chapters, despite the fact that your teams are changing throughout every chapter. She kind of just skips over to each team. Like a wave or something.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's the most usable character in that game.
Yeah, and it doesn't hurt that she's actually a pretty good unit on her own.
Especially since she can in the final level she is extremely useful for her lightning magic and the ability to use Rex Bolt.
Yeah.
Because
I think she's the only character.
There's lots of dragons.
I think there's only one. I think she's the only character that can use Rex Bolt.
I think she might be.
And dragons are weak to lightning, and when there's a level completely filled with dragon lagoons, it's somewhat helpful, I'd say. All right, let's move on to number 8. We gotta get through these. All right, number 8, Volk from Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn. Volk is a thief, assassin. He's, in my opinion, much better in Path of Radiance because you get him much earlier in the game. You can level him up yourself. He's probably more powerful, and and there's the fact that you get to see more of him because he's actually an entertaining character by himself due to the fact that he has like an incredible amount of greed.
I don't know that it's greed. He let's just say whenever someone asks or wants him to do something, he demands an exorbitant amount of money. Well, at least an amount of it's usually an exorbitant amount of money to do whatever it is that he's asked to do.
He tried to charge Ike 20,000 gold just to get him to tell him what his father pass a message from his father. It's funny
he didn't try. He actually successfully charged him.
I paid him 20,000 gold. That also got Volt to promote for some reason.
Because he...
Spoilers.
We already told them about all the freaking dragon lagoons.
And he's the only character in Path of Radiance, and I think Radiant Dawn, who can use the silencer skill. Instant kill.
That's true. Yes, both games.
Awesome animation. Okay.
And one-hit KOs an enemy.
Oh yeah.
No matter what life they're at, they're completely gone. All HP out the window.
Bosses often have nihil, which negates that. But,
that's true.
Okay. Number 7 is Raven from Fire Emblem Rekino Ken. He is
not to be confused with the Laguz Ravens in the Tellius games.
He's a character named Raven with red hair, Doesn't make sense, honestly, but, you know, who cares? He's a mercenary, he has really great stats, but, you know, other than just being a good unit overall, and mercenaries are some of my favorite classes, they're pretty cool, he has a really awesome backstory, in my opinion. One of the most interesting in the entire series, because he's like, his family was like murdered by these people who he thinks is like the main character, and he's like getting revenge on the main character, and like the whole time he's like plotting to kill the main character of your team while he's working for him, and then he gets convinced out of it by his friend eventually. But it was such a cool story that
his friend Lucius, right?
I think it was Lucius. Yes.
Okay. He's not.
At
least I don't think he's on the list. Well, he's a guy that
looks a freaking lot like a girl.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's all I need to be said. Moving on. Next up, looking down, is Marissa from Sacred Stones.
What number is this?
6. Number 6. Number 6. Marissa from Sacred Stones. She has pretty good stats.
Awesome character.
She is. She's freaking cool.
Reminds me a lot of X-23, who's like my favorite comic book character. So
from Marvel, yeah, specifically. She's a clone of Wolverine. It's not important. Anyway, so Marissa is kind of like emotionless, so she's really funny. She doesn't lack emotion. I know. I can hear. I can already see him winding up for a second. She's not emotionless, but she doesn't express herself very well, and
she complete lack of social skills.
Yes, absolutely.
No idea how to carry on small talk or even a conversation of any sort.
It is so funny to watch her stumble through conversations with people that alone would have won the spot. But you know, add in the fact that she's a good unit on her own. She has the perfect constitution to wield killer weapons, and and she's, in my opinion, probably the most attractive girl in the entire Fire Emblem series. Number 6.
I guess so.
It's
yeah.
pretty close. I mean,
yeah.
Probably Lynn is pretty close too, but it's whatever. All right, moving on.
Lynn, who didn't even make it on your list.
Yeah. Number 5, Farina, actually, from Rekken no Ken. Look at another Rekken no Ken. Yes, Farina.
I am actually very surprised by this pick, especially considering that I was the first one to get it on his copy of the game.
Yeah.
He never got that unit until I started playing with it.
True, that's true, totally true. But then once I did, she's awesome. She has amazing stats, and yes, we are basing it somewhat on the stats, but, I also like the personality side. Like, she is also all about the money, so she's kind of like Volk, and I appreciate it.
Not quite as bad, though.
No, not quite as bad at all.
And a lot more chipper than Volk is.
Like, I'll join your squad for 10,000 gold. Volk's like, give me money. Shing. Anyway, so
only a lot more awesome.
Yeah, no, he's such a cool character. Right, Farina, really awesome character. She's powerful. She's funny. That's it. That's all I got. I like that fact that you had to buy her to get her on your team. That was amusing to me. I mean, it wasn't a good thing, but it's amusing to me anyway. Anything else, Jake?
Not really. Just wanted to point out that she is one of the 3 Pegasus Knight sisters of that game. The sisters are named Florina, Fiora, and Farina. Now, Florina and Fiora both mean flower in another language, whereas Farina...
Isn't it Latin?
It might be Latin.
I thought it was Latin.
I think it's Latin. However, Farina, on the other hand, means not the kind of flour that grows in the ground, but the kind of flour that you, like, bake with. And, like, an ingredient. I
really find it amusing that they name the characters Flowers, and Flower. It's like, okay, why is Farina baking ingredient? Okay. Alright, next on my list is number 5. No, I did number 5. Crap. Number 4. That's a 4. Alright, number 4 is Joshua from Sacred Stones. Okay, I'll admit, this is like the 3rd character on my list that's in there based on purely like cool and funny, but most of my characters on my list are because they're on there are cool or they're funny. That's it. That's about it. Or they're powerful. That too. Okay, so Joshua, very funny character. He's all about like flipping a coin, playing his luck, gambling. So he's like
very much the gambler.
Yeah, he's like Two-Face from Batman, if you're familiar with that.
I'm not.
He used to be a Batman fan. Don't be a liar.
No, I was a fan of the '60s Batman.
That was the worst
show. It was awesome. It was so corny. It was.
Gee Willikers, Batman! It's a piece of toast.
No, it would be more like holy something or other Batman.
Holy jumping jackpots, Batman. Okay, so yeah, he's a really funny character because of the gambling problems. His when you talk to him with a character to recruit him, it's one of the funniest conversations in the game, quite honestly, because it's revealed later on that it was like, basically he decided to join the team based on a flip of the coin.
Because an attractive cleric asked him to.
Basically, yes. Basically, it's like, well, you're kind of cute, so I think I'll join your team, but only if I get a heads. So he flips coins like, oh, looks like it's your lucky day. He flipped tails. It's revealed later on, so...
Well, it's implied, at least.
Yeah, whatever. We all know he's a sweetheart. Anyway, he's also, like, really powerful. And in Sacred Stones, you can choose which class you want to change him into. I personally prefer assassins because they're
I prefer turning him into a sword master myself.
Sword master is strictly better in, like, almost every way, but I like silencing things. That's why Volk is on my list. Okay, let's move on to number 3. Another lord. Can you guess what it is, Jake?
Let's see, I'm guessing Hector?
Wrong! Ike.
Ike, yeah.
It's
that
Ike.
was my second guess.
We like Ike!
We like Ike.
Okay, that's enough. Okay, Ike.
Yes, this is the same Ike from Super Smash Bros. Brawl.
Yes, exactly. I probably should have thought of that myself. Didn't. That's why he's here. So...
I'm also available for
for many other things, like his videos on his channel. I'll put a link in the description. Just down there.
I'm also available for acting work if any sort of...
By the way, check out his shirt. It's hilarious. Just look at it. Just drink it in. Delicious.
The cake is a pool. A dead pool.
Alright, let's go back to Ike now. So, Ike, statistically, is one of the most powerful units in the whole game. In Path of Radiance, that is. He's really good in Radiant Dawn, too. But he's really awesome in Path of Radiance. Which I probably like better than Radiant Dawn, but I'm on the fence.
What?
I know!
Radiant Dawn is so much better!
You're going to get haters for that comment. Anyway.
I mean, I like Path of Radiance, but Radiant Dawn just... The only bad thing is that it doesn't have actual support conversation. What is that thing that you're doing with your hands there?
What? Nothing. I don't know. I was just waiting for you to be done.
Anyway.
Okay, so Ike, really powerful. I always got lucky with him for some reason. So, you know, I got really, really high stats. I always appreciated that. But also... he's funny. I mean, people often forget that he's funny in Path of Radiance, but he's funny. There's like one point where he's talking to King Kanegus, the king of the beast tribe, and King's like...
Huge lion guy walks into the room.
And he's like, hey there. That's all he said. Okay. That always amused me way more than it should have. But anyway, he was funny in the first game, and then you could see him grow into a serious, mature adult in the Path Radiant Dawn, like a leader, and I was like, it's a cool transition. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the character. He's really powerful. He made a good character, and may I just say, he fights for his friends.
I fight for my friends.
I wasn't talking about you, Jake.
No, I know.
All right, let's move on to number 2. Another lord, Lindis, number 2. Yeah.
You told me Lynn wasn't on your list.
I don't think I did, but you somehow got that impression. Okay, so guys, Lynn is at number 2. She's the lord from the prologue. She's not really a lord at all, but she's the main character of the prologue from Rekken no Ken, number 7.
She's also an assist trophy in Super Smash Bros. Brawl.
Very true. You might have seen her there. She's like the crazy one in the green clothes who just randomly slaughters anything that. Yeah, okay.
Anything that moves.
Basically. So, okay. She's powerful. She's not the most powerful, admittedly, because her strength growths can get really bad if you don't, RNG hack it. So,
I don't RNG hack it.
Well, you're the only one, Jake. Anyway, so no, I'm
proud this guy.
Yeah. Okay, so anyway, she's powerful, not amazing, but really powerful. She's a cool character. She has an interesting storyline. I'm not gonna go into it. We're already at like 16 to 20 minutes already, so we're just gonna say she's really powerful.
16 minutes, 43 seconds. Just check. Guess.
Yeah,
guess,
but you haven't added in the other clips yet, so it's going to be a while.
Ah, crud.
So Lynn is a really cool character, really cool backstory, good stats. She's like I said earlier, she's next to Marissa, maybe like one of the cutest characters in the whole series. I don't know, it's pretty close. And although I was saying cute, I think she's like 18, so I don't know if I can say that or not. But anyway, there's
attractive.
Sure, why not? All right. So what was one more point? Oh yeah, and all the lords in Fire Emblem get awesome weapons near the end of the game, and they like changes the whole battle sprite, and they just look freaking amazing and cool like that. So it always wins points for me, because she gets this crazy, like, illusion attack at the end of the game, where she'll, like, crit somebody, and then, like, 7 different versions, blah, blah, blah.
May I point out before your last, character, that you are wearing a Full Metal Alchemist shirt?
I am wearing a Full Metal Alchemist shirt. People have confused it for a demonic worship shirt, but it's not. It's Full Metal Alchemist. You're welcome. Let's go.
I wouldn't be friends with him if he was wearing a demonic worship shirt. I'm just saying.
Yeah, fair enough. I don't think many people would. Okay, so my number one choice for Fire Emblem character, period, is Hector.
Of course it's Hector.
Yeah, he knew it was going. Hector from Fire Emblem 7, Rakunoken. That's, in case you're counting, that's the 4th character on my list from Rakunoken. That's not an overwhelming majority, but...
Especially since we're only taking him from 4 games.
Yeah.
And 2 of them are almost exactly the same, so it's really only 3 games.
Yeah, but it's still more than he will have, I guarantee you that. Anyway.
Oh, I wouldn't be so sure.
I would!
Yeah, you're probably right.
So, he's really strong. One of my favorite lords to use ever, because he's like a tank. He's freaking Buffalo Tank Man.
What?
Buffalo Tank Man.
He's more like a general that uses axes.
Yeah, whatever. All generals should use axes. That's the best weapon for them. Anyway, that's
your opinion.
It is, and I've always... Never mind. Okay, he's really funny, too, which I always appreciate. He's a funny character. He always gets me laughing. He's really powerful. The only downside to him is that when you're playing on Hector's mode, which is my preferred way of playing, even if I'm not playing on hard mode, which... Not going into that.
He made a whole blog about it.
Yes, I did. I could post in the link, I guess. I'll do that. But I posted a link in the comments. But Hector also has a number of other awesome features, like the fact that at the end of the game he gets this giant freaking axe of berserkerness. It's like Lynn getting her special weapon, but
it makes the target catch on fire.
Yeah.
Thus, I am eating a piece of pizza.
Yeah. Yes, pizza. Something like that, anyway.
More or less.
Except it looks cooler when he does it. And flames come erupting out of the ground.
Or at least out of the enemy.
Yeah, well, I don't really know. And that's my top 10 characters list. That'll be it for this video, guys, because these took way longer than we thought they would. But pretty soon we'll release a list of Jake, this guy, of his top picks, top 10 picks. I'm not even gonna make him look at his face anymore. We're just going to ignore him now. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. Pretty soon we'll come out with some more Fire Emblem rants. God dang it! No! See you guys next time.